What God cannot do does not exist. What God cannot do does not exist. My name is Blessing and I'm giving my testimony from Cyprus. Last year, my brother called me from the UK. He said he was diagnosed of leukemia. I was like, leukemia? How come leukemia? Where's leukemia coming from? I did not believe that report. We just took the case to God, started praying immediately. They said he should come for chemotherapy. We kept on praying. Later on, he became very, very sick. He was losing a lot of weight. He had so much infection. He had pains. The pains were so severe. So when he went back to the hospital, they said that he has to do the chemo immediately. They were even surprised that he was still alive. So they said they have to do the chemo immediately, that if he does not do the chemo immediately, it's going to be a 50-50 chance that he has to do the chemo immediately. We all kept praying. My family, we were praying. In fact, that was the only prayer I was praying. If other prayers were being made in the altar, I just keep praying for my brother that yes, we will share our testimony. If God can do it for others, God has been doing it for others. We've been hearing testimonies of leukemia being cured, that God can do it. We've been hearing testimony of the dead being raised. If God can raise the dead, talk more of leukemia, God can do this for us. So on the 8th of February, my brother's wife sent me this NSPPD link. I joined. Meanwhile, I've been getting the link before, but didn't pay much attention to it. So when I got it, I joined that on the 8th of February. Pastor Jerry was praying, and he made mention of leukemia, that there's someone here who is about to go for chemotherapy. You are not going to go for that chemotherapy again.
I don't know who you are. You will not do that chemo again. Amen. You will not do that chemotherapy again. As you go back to check, hear me as I hear the Lord. Your healing would have been perfected.
I keyed into the word. We started praying. So along the line, when he was in the hospital, all of a sudden his body began to change. His gums that were swollen before, everything was beginning to dry. His infection, his head that was filled with fungal infection, everything cleared off. It was his weight that he lost a lot before, he just began to regain his weight. So last week they said they were going to run the test, that if his blood cells are coming back, that he was going to be discharged. So he was discharged last week, Friday, and they said they were going to repeat the bone marrow test to check for the leukemia on Monday. So he went for the test on Monday. They said the result was going to come back Friday. So this morning, Papa was praying, and he was talking about celebration. Your family will carry your celebration. You will celebrate. Your family will celebrate. This morning prayer, it was for my family. It was our time for our celebration. So this afternoon, I got a call from my brother that the leukemia, there's no trace of leukemia again. Immediately I fell on the floor and I began to cry, begin to thank God that what God cannot do does not exist. Indeed, He has answered. We have carried our testimony, we have carried our evidence. He has done it for us. What God cannot do does not exist. We have carried our testimony.